All right, I had to do this video because I wanted to like talk to the younger crowd out there, the people that are trying to get muscular, get into the fitness industry, or get into fitness in general, get into bodybuilding, get into sports and get stronger, just weightlifting in general, just trying to change their body. And I want to talk to you, okay? And the reason I want to talk to you is because I keep hearing about, young kids wanting to get ripped. You're 15, 16, 17 years old and you're like, what diet do I need to get on to get shredded? I want to see my abs. I want to look really good. And you shouldn't even be thinking about that. And the reason why you shouldn't be thinking about that is if you want to put on muscle and look ripped, there's a process to doing that. And you're so young. Let's talk anybody below 20 years old, unless you're genetically gifted, like way better than, let's say, billion people out there, you're probably not going to just have muscle on top of muscle before you even really get going. So you need to focus on what it's like to eat regularly 3 to 5 to 6 times a day, okay? And that'll depend on your parents, right? Let's say you're in high school. You're not going to just be able to eat as much as you want. You have to figure out how to get meals. You might have to learn how to cook. You're not going to be able to eat out all the time. You're going to have to learn how to actually prep your food. You're going to need to learn how to eat breakfast every morning and how to decipher between how much protein to eat, to how many carbohydrates to eat, and so on. You want to learn those things. You don't want to learn, you don't want to try and just get ripped, okay? You don't want to look at dieting. For one, you're in your prime time to gain muscle, okay? Your hormones are at the best that they're going to be in your entire life. Your body's going to recover as fast as it's ever been able to recover. And your brain and body are going to work the best together that they've ever been able to do. So learning your body, learning how to properly contract muscle, learning how to control, your body through certain movement patterns, and then focus on actually learning and drilling those movement patterns to where you feel super confident and stronger every week at those movement patterns. My example of a movement pattern would be like a squat, a bench press, a press overhead, a row, these different movements that'll allow you to get stronger throughout your entire body. You need to focus on those things. And after maybe 2 to 3 years of training to get more muscle, then maybe if you do diet in some way, you actually could see your abs and could be ripped in some way. But if you're just getting started, you're not going to have enough muscle to be ripped to begin with. You're not going to have enough muscle to even see your abs to begin with. So you need to have some type of a strength program, learn how to eat consistently every single day, every single week, every single month, for months on end, before you're going to develop a lot of muscle to begin with, so that you can even see your abs and get ripped. Stop focusing on trying to get ripped at such a young age and focus on trying to develop muscle mass. Try to learn your body a little bit. Try and learn how to lift properly, right? Try to learn how to do that every day consistently for years. Then if you want to get cut and ripped and you've developed enough muscle mass and you've learned your body enough, you've learned how to sleep consistently every night, you learn how to eat consistently every day, then that would be a good time to get ripped. Stop looking at Instagram, guys, women, anybody that motivates you and going, I want to look like them. Because most likely they're older than you by quite a bit, and they've put years into their training and years into dieting and years into sleeping every night and years into focusing on one specific goal, and they've gotten to look the way they look because of that. Never happens overnight with the body. It never does. You absolutely have to do it daily, yearly, weekly, monthly, all the time. Absolutely without stopping. And when you stop, if you stop for too long, you lose most of it, okay? You need to make sure you understand all of those things before you decide to get ripped, and don't feel the pressure of Instagram and Facebook and YouTube as a way to want to improve like the way you look for them. Do it for yourself, because I promise you, if you just try and get fit because you want someone on Instagram to be like, "Whoa, you look awesome, man," that's gonna last like, I don't know, a month, 2 months, a year. And if it lasts a year, you're probably unhappy as all hell. You got to do it for you. You got to be in the gym because you love being in the gym. You got to make the meals because you love changing your body in the process of doing it. And you got to be sleeping every night and sacrificing not going out and hanging out with your friends and going to parties and drinking and getting messed up and all these different things all the time because you'd rather focus on the goals you have in mind. Those are the sacrifices you make to get muscle, to develop a stronger, more healthier physique, and to change your body over time. If you do it right like that, if you spend years trying to develop your body, if you spend years progressing consistently and getting stronger every week and month, you're going to maintain that muscle a lot longer. If you just try and do it really fast and try and get as fast as you can, use things like PEDs and stuff like that, it's not going to last. You shouldn't even be thinking about trying to get ripped at such a young age. Put in the work over time. Don't feel the pressure. It shouldn't even be there for you at this point. It should be about developing the better physique over time. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a skinny little kid, the more muscle you put on, the leaner you're going to look anyway, the better you're going to look anyway. If you're an overweight kid, the more muscle you put on and the more you focus on your nutrition every day, the more fat you're going to burn to begin with and the more muscle you're going to put on. And if you're somewhere in between, the same things apply. You still need enough muscle to show the muscle, right? And you still need more muscle to look lean and to burn more fat. So continue to work on those things every day. And if you need more information about diet and nutrition and so on, subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of information in my previous videos. I also did a full prep of my last Amateur Olympia, and I have a whole prep coming up of the Masters USAs that I'm going to be doing in December. I really appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe, like this video if you did in fact think that it brought you some type of benefit. If you're an older gentleman or female watching this video and you think somebody that is a younger, your kids or somebody else, it could help them, please share it. And I'll get you in the next video, guys. Thanks so much for watching.